Hey everybody, Big Toad here, and welcome back for another 2D game development on Unreal Engine 5. This is video number 7 in our series, and we're going to do another flipbook. I already did a flipbook offline for the sprite running, and there he is, he's running. I didn't want to show you this too many times, but I wanted to put the running one in. We've already got the idle one in. And today on this video, I'm going to set up the jump or the falling flipbook. So if you already have these flipbooks down and you know this, then you can just skip this video and move right on to video 8. So if you're still with me, let's get started on our next flipbook, the jump or idle. So I'm going to flip over and go into the content folder, and I want to find where we're keeping all of our other flipbooks and sprites under the character. So let's go to that. Here's that file. So all I have to do is open up the folder offline here that you can't see, where I have my my drawings right there. I'm going to use those 3 for the falling. 3 should be plenty. And I'm just going to drag those in. There's 1 and 2 and 3. Now I have my 3 falling textures. And if you can use more, but I'm just going to do 3. So what I'm going to do is click on that, go up to Sprite Actions, and I'm going to hit Apply 2D. Then I'm going to go right back in and hit Create Sprite. And I'm going to do that 3 times in a row. And there's the sprite. So apply and go back up and create sprite. Now I have my second one and last one here. I'm going to apply the 2D texture settings and go right back in and create sprite. So now I have the 3 sprites for my falling character. Now I'm going to right click down here and I want to create one of these flipbooks. So I'll right click and right up here to paper 2D, and there's a paper flipbook. And I'm going to call this FB for flipbook, and I'm going to call it fall. I'll hit enter, and now I've got my flipbook created. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And right down here, I can right click and put in a keyframe. Right click, a keyframe, right click, a keyframe. So I need 3 keyframes. I'm going to slow that down. That's way too fast. And for now, we can adjust that speed later. So remember from the last video we did, we just click there and we go down. There's the fall sprite. So there's the first one. I'm going to go ahead and use my wheel and scroll out. Now I'll go and put the second one in. There's fall 2 sprite. And I'll repeat that with the fall 3 sprite. And there we have it. So now our sprite is falling. And we can adjust the speed. We can drag out those keyframes and make them longer. You know what? I'm going to add a 4th, and I'm going to duplicate one of my frames, the number 2 frame. I think in the pattern that'll make it flow a little smoother. See, it's flowing down. The hands are flowing down, then they're flowing up. So that's a little trick. You don't have to just use the 3. You can put them in different orders and make them. There he goes. He's falling. He's jumping. And he's got a lot of movement there. So we can adjust the speed to get the kind of action we want. And we can always go back in later and change that once we get it into our game and see how it does. I think I'm going to stretch out one of these a little bit to give it more of a stutter. Like, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. There, you see his hands go up a little longer. It kind of breaks up the rhythm a little bit, making it a little more natural. If you can have this goofy guy look natural in any way. But yeah, and we can adjust the speed, like I said, so it might look pretty good like that. We'll just have to see. So that's how you make a flipbook one more time. And this is a short video, but now we have our running flipbook, we have our falling flipbook, and of course we have this idle flipbook. And those will be great. And so now we can go back in and kind of make our animation machine so that we can, as the game is played, the flipbooks will switch. So when he's running when appropriate, and he's standing idle when appropriate, and he's falling or jumping when appropriate. And that's all for this video. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. And So I hope you come back for the next video where we'll put these flipbooks to work in our game and attach them to our character. Hey, this is the Big Toad, and I am out.